Welcome back to Dawson Design Production Company. Today we posit the question, can the iPad mini replace a laptop or be an alternative to a laptop? Now obviously this doesn't have a trackpad, but it has a touchscreen, so you're good on that. And these cheap case trackpads usually aren't very good. This was a, I believe, $50 case, and the trackpads usually aren't that good, so you might as well just get a mouse. My answer is, for my huge hands, this is not a good case. No, this is a very good case, but for my hands, it is too hard to type on such a tiny little keyboard. I've been told that the 11-inch keyboard is too small, and I disagreed with that, so I thought that perhaps this would be better. This specific keyboard, there are some things that annoy me. The number row is up at the top, and it does have function keys. If you hold function and you hit all the things, the number row doubles as function keys, which is interesting because not even Apple does that. But that sounds like a cool idea for a compact keyboard. But here's the annoying thing. When I go up to delete something, which happens a lot when you're typing on a very small keyboard, it is not the topmost button on the keyboard, it is under that. So I will often reach up for the delete button and end up hitting the equals button or the plus button, and I get an equals sign instead of a delete. So that bothered me. The fact that, well, it's Bluetooth, because as you know, the iPad doesn't have the pogo pins of the iPad Pro, and well, literally every other iPad has those pogo pins, whether it's on the side or on the back. This one doesn't have that, so it has to run on battery, and it has to run on Bluetooth. You are gonna get the issues with Bluetooth keyboards no matter what with an iPad Pro, because you're not gonna find a case. You can technically plug in a keyboard, but it's not gonna be a compact like this kind of experience. Now, this case it's nice and protective. Something it has going for it is this detaches and it's still protected. So other cases it would slide in, which I'm not opposed to that idea where it's a magnet on. Yeah, this will attach on there. And interestingly, I know this is obvious, but like, since there's no pogo pins, this keyboard still works on this iPad when it's detached. So I could prop this up and type like this, or this is a good quality keyboard case for the price. It's very protective of my iPad. One thing that I want to note is the magnet for the Apple Pencil is not very good through this plastic, because there's plastic or rubber here in the way of the magnet. So the pencil, as you can see, still connects to the iPad and still charges that way. I imagine it charges slower, and so that's another problem. The button situation is interesting. So of course this button has to be empty because you have to be able to use that for Touch ID, but these buttons are covered and they're still very clicky, very, very nice feeling. Yeah, this is, see, it just fell off there. This is a good product, but I will be returning it because it's too small of a keyboard. And what I want to exist doesn't, but this comes close. So this is the iClever unfolding keyboard. So I've got this hooked up to my iPad. I can type on this guy, and I have a trackpad. The trackpad doesn't work the greatest on iPads. Like the gestures don't work. So they work sometimes, but they're very slow. But this folds up and is smaller than the keyboard case. And when I unfold it, the keyboard is larger, and there's a trackpad. Personally, I would like it to be a bit wider, maybe a bit taller, and still fold up. But the fact that it can connect to multiple different devices. That's handy. What I really want to exist is this, but then it folds out more and has a wider keyboard. But that doesn't exist. I don't know why. And this can't hit up next to my iPad. So what I'm going to do is return the iPad keyboard case, because it's not worth it for me. If you have smaller hands, if it's for your kids, it might be worth it for them as a laptop. So this video is going on the assumption that the iPad Pro 11-inch 2018 was my laptop for a few years, was my only laptop. I have not owned a laptop. Yeah, I have not owned a laptop. This is fake. It's a broken one. It's just for show. So this doesn't count. But yeah, I do not use a laptop. I only, for personal stuff, I only use an iPad. So my question was, can the iPad mini be your laptop, be your only mobile device, or at least my only mobile computer? And with this, I think, yeah, it can. I can do LumaFusion editing of videos on here. I can do photo editing in Keynote and in Photos. Yes, I use only Apple apps to photo edit. I know that's weird. I also use Procreate for some of that photo editing. But yeah, for the most part, my photo editing is on free apps. So yeah, this is my computer. This is my laptop. I have a Mac Mini, but I don't use it for very much stuff. So this is my laptop. The answer is yes, it can be your mobile computer. It will require you have something like this and not something like this. But the answer is yes, unless you're a kid and then this is probably a good idea for you, but your hands are gonna grow, so maybe not. I don't know, it's $50. You decide. Link for this in the description. Link for the composition notebook case in the description. It's not a very good quality case. Like, I can see it's already starting to peel where it says composition notebook, and it's not a good quality case, but it's one of the cheapest ones, and I can't find another one like it that's of higher quality. So that's about all I have for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Later.